I saw a few comments, some people saying um, May is using this to cash out and all of that. And I'm like, okay, it's fine. It's fine. I'm cashing out, right? I don't wish this upon my enemy, if at all I have any. I don't think I have enemies, but if at all I have any, I do not wish this upon them. You know, depression is real, and there are different stages of depression. You know, for me, rather than dwell in depression, I decided to pick up the pieces of a beautiful world that I had, a very beautiful world, an amazing one that suddenly shattered, that suddenly crushed. I decided to pick up the pieces and try to move on rather than dwell in depression. It's not been easy. It's not been easy. I'm glad that I look happy. I appear strong to you all. I'm glad that I'm happy, really. I'm glad that I'm able to go out there and do stuff. In fact, I'm even amazed. I'm surprised at some of the things I do, you know. But it's all because of the love. I'm telling you, it's the support. It's the support from my family. It's the support from you guys. You guys have been amazing. The love is massive. These are the things that have kept me going, honestly speaking. Some people say I inspire them. Some people say I motivate them. But the truth is, it's you guys that have inspired me, you know, because I didn't see all of this coming. I didn't see all of this coming. So many people are not as fortunate as I am. I look up to, you know, I see my kids. I decided to put myself together because of my kids. I needed to be strong for them. I needed to be there for them. So I need your prayers. Keep sending in your prayers. There is nothing God cannot do. He's watching and he'll fix everything. I know. It's just a matter of time.
Welcome back. Now, that video you watched is that of resilience. Now, back then, EDOCHIE told us that Mary turned the heart of people against him. Mary is a bad woman. Mary is a wicked person. Mary caused him pain. He said, Mary turned the hearts of people against me. And how did she do this? By coming on social media and talking about few of what she went through and what she's going through. Now, if it were just about you know, all right, let it be that my marriage broke apart and that's that. Okay, let it be that I have issues with my marriage. Let it be that this thing is about my marriage. But this woman lost her son in this journey. She lost her son. And when I looked at it, I'm like, hold on a sec. What's going on here? This is like a double whammy. Like she got hit twice. Boom, boom, boom. She got hit twice. Now, she came out to express herself. What EDOCHIE could say is, now you have succeeded in turning people's heart against me, and now you didn't tell them the part of you going to fix your bobby without telling your husband, how you went to fix your bobby without my knowledge, how you went to fix yourself without letting me know about it, and now you did it with this married man, how you went abroad. And I'm like, hold on a sec, let's look at the time frame. Was that bobby fixed whilst EDOCHIE and Mary were in a cordial relationship, like Yul Edochie had advertised his polygamy, his unsuccessful polygamy. Was that when that happened? Or it happened when she realized that Yul Edochie is no longer the man that she thought him to be? Now, he tried to make us see that Mary didn't really care about the child. I mean, Kambili Chuku, that it was all about setting up herself and putting herself in a particular space, or making herself look in a particular way. And I asked myself, apart from women doing things for themselves to make themselves look the way they want to look, sometimes they do this as a result of what they think their husband is interested in. Maybe somehow she realized that Yul Edochie is always looking at certain kind of Bobby. So she said, okay, let me make my Bobby look this way. Let me make my Bobby look big. Look at Judy Austin's Bobby. So maybe that's what Yul Edochie likes. You know, with his bald head, he would like his coconut hair, would like to place it on top of my Bobby. Then maybe that's it. And she's like, oh, look at this guy that I went to do Bobby for. Before I could say Jack Robinson, he's already even messing up or whatever. And she had already booked for the Bobby enlargement or whatever. And she had to just go through with it. Is that what it is? Yeah. So, Yul Edochie said, I want polygamy. And she said, no, I don't want to be part of this. I don't want to be numbered. This is not what we both agreed upon, or this is not how it is supposed to be. Now, how are you going to explain to your significant other about these extra classes that you took and the results of it? Because the more she sees you, she'll begin to remember the bad moments, the wickedness that she had closed her eyes to. I'm talking about this kind of thing that happens in marriages. The situation in marriages where you offend your spouse and then they forgive you and you guys move on. And those days that you didn't even bring in enough money and she had to like cover up. Like, okay, anyhow. Maybe she will sit back and say, look, in this marriage, financially I've brought in 60% more than you. Some things that she covered her eyes, closed it, she will begin to like look at some of these things and be like, no, this is not going to work. The only time in our climb that such things work in our climb, and I'm not saying everybody, in our climb, is when this man has risen beyond husband. He is now known as Oga, Odogu, my Lord, my King, my Savior. Moment that you cannot even call your husband his pet name or name again. You know, our society is different. There is a level that your husband gets to. You will know that this is not just my husband. This is my Lord. This is King over many. King over many. In our climb, there is a level your husband gets to. You have to accord him some extra respect, apart from the respect of, in our climb, it's a cultural thing. Apart from the respect of this is my husband, the honoring of your husband, you have to accord him some special because this guy has risen above that ordinary husband. This is a man that controls, he controls wealth, power, and a host of other things. So at the end of the day, you don't want to leave that kind of man regardless. This could happen if, I mean, these things, I do observe it, but like I said, it's not every woman that bows to this. Sometimes, at times, if that woman is able to, like, financially sort out certain things for herself, like, okay, let's look at some pastors. Let's look at Chris Oyakilome. Chris Oyakilome's wife left that marriage, citing some adultery, and a host of other shenanigans going on. But before she left, she already sorted out her finance and she knew where she was heading to, like probably properties, like maybe 2 or 3 that she knows she's going to get rent from, and the house that she's going to live, mortgage all paid for. she probably sorted out some things and she knows that she's well taken care of, like everything is fine. We even heard that she took one of the church. Is she doing ministry? I don't know. But financially, she's fine for herself before she could say, you know what, enough is enough. And there are times that some women will like, you know what, I have my own prestige too as a person. I vow for no rubbish. Particularly if they've been trying to correct this for a long time and they leave. But most times, often, women will sit down and manage that marriage because the man is rich, powerful, and well connected. Because people ask you, where are you leaving this house for? Manage it. This is your cross. Because before you step out of the door, you will meet hundreds of women who are willing to come in. They don't care about if the man loves them with his heart. What they want is that the man loves them with his money. They are all about sustaining themselves. They are all about how they can capture, steal, get from this man. How they can maybe build an estate, own properties, steal something from that man. That's what they are all about. And that's what they're interested in. And they're ready to serve as long as they get that. And you, that you're emotionally attached to this man, you knew him from the start and all of that, you'll be like, should I leave or not? Because if I leave, I'm going to lose. That's basically what. So Yul Edochie has not gotten to that point. That's what I'm trying to emphasize on. Yul Edochie has not even gotten to that point. He still wants to be governor of his state. Well, does he have the dream, vision? It's fine. Probably use that to kind of give Mary that feel of, I'm also aspiring to be greater than what you think. Not just actor, blah, 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 blah. Directing this, directing that. I'm going to be great. I want to be president. I want to be governor. See governor. Now, are we saying that people should steal? No. Are we saying that you have to steal before you occupy a political office? No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that even though he had a dream, he had aspiration, in between it, he didn't plan certain things well. Maybe it was mistake. I don't know. Maybe he just tried to chop something, like how he has been chopping it. And women have been sacrificing themselves, their life and everything, just to make sure that his marriage is kept. But Judy Austin is like, Mba, no, I'm ready to go all the way. This is fight to finish. You must marry me.